back for another one. This one I actually wasn't going to share with you. This is my all-time favorite of Spanish mackerel fishing rig. Okay. I wasn't actually going to share this one, guys. I was just going to keep this to myself because it does work really well. It's a rig you control bait, actually swim bait, anywhere from idle up to about 5 knots. So you can actually control these things fairly quick. And all I'm going to do today is just show you how to rig it. I'm going to show you how to bait it up. And there's 2 different ways you can have this rig, and I'll show you both those ways as well. So without any more, we'll just get into it. This is, once again, a Spanish mackerel rig. Okay, guys? This is a good rig for trolling for Spanish mackerel. First of all, let's make it. You're going to need some good trebles, number 2s or so. They're around about a 2. Okay, good treble. You're going to need some crimps here to suit. I've got crimps there, but just some crimps to suit the wire. You're going to need a good multi-strand wire, a nice soft multi-strand wire. This one here I've got 40 pound. I'll use that. Just find something around 40 to 60 pound in multi-strand. Actually, I'm going to say 49 strand actually guys, I'll say 49. Just nice and soft. You need a nice soft wire. Okay. You're going to need a bit of 60 pound, roughly about 60 pound single strand as well. A couple of swivels. We've got a couple of little swivels here. Okay. And you're also going to need one of these. Most of you guys know what this is, but some guys won't. It's a wog head. Okay. These are probably one of the all-time favourite things and best things for trolling for mackerel. But I do something a bit different to this. I'll show you later. Okay. Alright, and before we get to start making this rig, I am going to say this rig works very well, but it's mainly for garfish or something with a long skinny nose. Like we've got garfish, this rig will swim garfish quite comfortably. And the other bait I use, a lot of people don't, are pike. Once again, long skinny nose, long skinny fish. This will kick and swim up to about 5 knots on this rig. And it is so easy to rig up. Once it's made, a little bit of mucking around to make it, but once it's made, it's a fantastic rig, guys. And it's awesome and deadly on Spanish mackerel. Okay. So, here we go. So, I've already pre-cut everything. So, I've got my hooks here, got the bait there, I've got the wires. So, basically, let's get into it, eh? Oh, I forgot one other thing. You'll need some copper wire as well. You get copper wire in tubes like this at tackle shops. It's a rigging wire, copper wire. I should have got that out, forgot. Okay, let's start. So basically I've got my bait here. If you know roughly what sort of bait or what size bait you're going to run, garfish, pike, whatever, you get your bait. So first thing we're going to do is just going to crimp on. Use the crimps you got for your wire. So make sure you go to a tackle shop, get the right size crimps for the wire you're going to run. First of all, we're just going to crimp our treble on one end. Okay? Nice and simple. Nothing fancy about it. Nice little loop, make sure it's free swinging. Just crimp that on, okay? I'm just going to crimp him down there, like so. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is get the second crimp. We're going to put him on, okay? And what we're going to do is go back through there. So I'm just making a little loop there, okay? That's all I'm going to do there. Just make a little loop, like so. Actually, I'm a numbnut. That little loop needs a swivel. So, hook on first, then put a crimp on, then put a swivel on. Sorry guys, not thinking straight. It's too hot. It's really hot in this shed. Okay, put a loop again, this time with a swivel. Don't worry about crimping that one just yet. Now on this other tag end here, we're going to put the other treble, okay? So once again, crimp, treble hook. Now just crimp that one on, guys. What we're going to do is just crimp that one on. Something just fell on my feet there. I think it was a single strand wire. Okay, so second hook crimped on. Oh. Bit hard to see. Eyes are playing up. Okay. So basically you've got two crimped on hooks and you've got your swivel up here, the other swivel crimp, but this one's not crimped yet. I get me single strand, which I did drop. Now when your rig's like so, you want to basically measure it. So we want to measure it so the swivel's down under the gills of the fish. So basically, so just for the eye, and it's going to, so your hook here, that's going to be the back eye of the swivel. It's going to be level with the eye, or basically the front of the eye of the fish, right? Then I'm going to adjust the hooks. So one's down here at its tail, and one's mid-body, like so. Actually, I'll put them on top so you can see what I'm doing there. So swivel there, hook there, hook there. Now we're going to slide this crimp up we had before, and just crimp it there. Your hook adjustment's basically set. It's just a rough hook adjustment for the size of the bait you're going to be running. Now we'll crimp that one. Okay, so that's all crimped up. So there's your hooks. So when you put this bait on, okay, put this bait on, the eye of the swivel is going to line up with the eye of the bait, and you have two trebles. You're going to have one at the back and you're going to have one mid-body, like so. Okay, it's going to fit perfectly. Don't know if you can see that or not. We'll put the camera down like so. Hopefully you can see that there. Swivel here, hooks. Okay, next build. Your hooks are done. So the next one, we're just gonna haywire a swivel on the end of your single strand wire. This is a 60-pound single strand, so we're just gonna do a quick haywire twist to a swivel. And we're just gonna use a pliers to make it simple for myself. Just a nice little quick one. Now we'll just bend it forward and back a couple of times. There we go, that breaks off, nice and smooth, just got a swivel on there. Now we're going to put the wog head on. So guys, when you put wog heads on, make sure you go from this end through to the swivel. Because that's the front of that's the front, because when these things are swimming, they'll fall back over the bait like so, okay? So, and you'll see when you fold it back, you'll see the little nose, that's forward. Okay, just put the head on. Now, with the hooks that you made up before for the baits or hooks, we're just going to high wire twist. Once again, that swivel. Just going to put the hooks on the other end. Once again, up, don't collect the bait. Once again, just another high wire twist. Hooks are sharp, they're hooking everything. We're going to get rid of the tag on this end too. We're not going to use it, you don't need it for this one. Okay. Okay. So basically there it is, there's your hooks. Your wog head's going to sit down there with a swivel, like so. And that's going to be over the top. But there's one last thing to this, and then I'm going to rig it up. But I'm going to rig the other one up without, just easy to see, I'll show you in a second. See what we've got here, this is just a rigging wire, it's just a soft copper wire, okay? Now on the swivel, the first one, see guys, the first eye of the swivel where the high wire twist is, you're just going to tie this rigging wire on. And it's just so soft, you just twist it around. A heap of times, it'll stay there. Okay, I'm just doing that quickly and roughly. Just tie it on like so. Doesn't have to be pretty, you're not going to need the whole length. Basically, what's that, about 6 inches? Just, cut it off. And that's the rig, guys. Okay, so we've got a rigging wire there. And two trebles. Those trebles, once this is fully rigged up, I'm going to show you how to put the bait on in a second. It's very easy. It's actually really easy. So once this is rigged up, swivel's going to sit around the eye, back treble right in the tail, Second treble is going to be sitting mid-body. You don't put these into the flesh when you're trawling this lure, or this bait. Once it's rigged up, you just have the trebles free swinging. So they're going to sit under the bait. This thing will actually kick and swim. It will actually swim. And it'll swim up to about 5.5 knots. Not a problem in the world. Okay, so that's the rig. And you can use a wog head, like so. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something I prefer to do. The wog heads are good. Mackerel do love them, especially up north. That's the rig. But what I do is a bit different to everyone else. See? I actually take all the feathers and stuff off. I prefer to run them without that, especially down here in like southeast Queensland. I'd rather just have the nice green head and the weight on the front and let the bait do all the talking, basically, okay? So here's the same rig. This is one I actually use. Haven't had a chance this season, and I won't get a chance for a while because today is the first or second first, so the closure starts. So I won't get a chance for a little while. But here's one of my rigs, and as you can see, I've got a little bit heavier gauge because you can get some rather large mackerel with this, so I just prefer a little bit heavier gauge. So these trebles, the size too, but they're just heavier. Okay, there's your rigging wire. So what we're going to do with this, what have I got? I'll use my scissors. What we're going to do is you get your pike or your gar. We're just going to rig this thing up now. And now we're just going to get the eyes out. Just push your eyes out, guys. It's a lot easier when you've got a knife or something on the boat. Just get the eyes out. Just dig them all out like so. So the eyes are out. Now what we're going to do, while it's on the bait board, lay your hooks like so. What we're going to do, guys, is just that rigging wire now. Just going to go through where the eyes were, through the head, okay? Bring it back around and put it through the eye of the swivel again. Okay, just go through the eye of the swivel. Now pull it up nice and snug. Now go back through the eye of the fish. This is all we're doing, is just wrapping around through the eye socket, around through the eye of the swivel, and then just pull it up snug, back through the eye of the fish. Just go around and around and around, like so. That's it, your bait's on. Now all we've got to do is with the pointy nose of the fish and the hole of that, just slide that over the top. Guys, that's it. There's your bait. That is the simplest thing you can do. Okay? Just throw that in the water. Well, not throw it in the water, drop it on the side of the boat where you're going in idle, 3, 4, 5, up to 5 knots. And this thing will now kick. That will sit on the head of the fish on a problem. That fish will kick like mad. These hooks will trail underneath, won't get tangled. And like I said, you can drive around anywhere from idle up to about 6 knots. Oh, haven't quite gone 6 knots, I think we've done 5, 5.5. But that's fairly quick. So when you're fishing, you want to travel between, say, reefs, or you're on somewhere like the gravel patch, which is a huge area. You're not sure where the fish are and you're looking for fish, get up to 5 knots, have 2 or 3 of these things out the back, swimming away, like have a pike, have a couple of gars, or a couple of gars and a pike, or, you know, just have a variety of fish, of these things, like so. That will swim like mad. And mackerel absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. How's that? And how's your baiting up? Just got a bit of wire. Just go through the eye, back through the eye of the swivel, back through the eye of the fish, back through the eye of the swivel. Just go around 3 or 4 times. That's it. That's all it's held on with. Then wog head, just straight over the nose of the pointy fish. That's why it works well for garfish. So garfish and pike will go up in there. And this thing will swim straight and it'll actually swim. And mackerel love it, guys. It's my all-time favourite mackerel rig. It's very easy to rig up. It's very easy to run. It catches a lot of fish. And like I said, I wasn't going to share it with you. But I thought, what the hell, why not? Anyway, that's that one. So here's something to go get all the parts for. Practice for the next 2 weeks. And when the mackerel season opens up, give this a crack. I bet the Spanish love it, especially out around 24th on a gravel patch. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy that one. And, well, I'll see you next week for another one. See you then, guys. Bye.